Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into the heart of how businesses connect with us, with you, in this digital world. We've got some fascinating material here.
Yeah, really interesting stuff.
And our mission, basically, is to see how these two big ideas, using data smartly and creating great content, how they actually work together.
Yeah.
How they build trust and, loyalty.
Exactly.
It's crucial stuff, whether you're running a business, marketing something, or just trying to figure things out as a consumer.
And what's so striking, I think, is how the sources really map out this huge shift in marketing. From just blasting messages out there to something much more personal, highly personalized engagement. We'll try to connect those big trends to the actual tools companies are using now.
Okay, let's dive in then. So the sources talk about this information age, the digital revolution, mobile commerce being, huge. What does that really mean for you listening right now? It's got to be more than just being able to buy stuff on your phone, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It means we all rely, heavily on online info before buying practically anything.
Mm-hmm.
And this shift, according to the sources, has made consumer trust just incredibly important for any online store. It's almost like the main currency now, and it's pretty fragile.
Fragile, right. So if I'm that online business, how do I actually build that trust? What are the specific things the sources point to?
Well, they talk about trust-assuring arguments, which sounds a bit technical, but it's really about the signals you send.
Also like what?
Things like showing security badges clearly, having really detailed and fair return policies easy to find, making customer service accessible, even just clear, honest product descriptions.
Okay.
It's all these little claims and supporting bits of evidence in the online store that directly tackle those worries a customer might have. And they make a big difference, boosting trust, influencing whether someone buys, whether they come back.
That makes sense. It's about addressing the skepticism head on.
Yeah.
Which leads us to the next point, right? People are more savvy now, more skeptical maybe.
Definitely more marketing savvy, yeah.
So how do you reach them? And that's where content marketing comes in,
Yeah.
according to our sources. Why is that so critical now?
Yeah, it's become indispensable. The sources show it's moved way beyond just, simple ads. It's more sophisticated.
How so?
Well, the Content Marketing Institute definition nails it down pretty well. It's basically this technique of creating and sharing stuff that's genuinely useful, actually relevant, to attract and keep a specific audience engaged. And the end goal, of course, is to encourage some kind of profitable action, but the path there is different.
So it's less about the hard sell up front and more about building a relationship.
Precisely. That's the core idea. Draw people in, build something long-term, create that loyalty. Which means marketers need to be constantly thinking, constantly innovating with their ideas to stand out.
Okay, so who's doing this well? Did the sources mention any, big examples?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Companies like P&G, Microsoft, Cisco Systems, John Deere even.
John Deere.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's fascinating that P&G, a company that's, been around forever, is hitting content marketing so hard. It shows it's not just for tech startups.
Right.
They use it to build authority, gain trust. And the sources keep mentioning mobile content strategy too, which just highlights how important this whole approach is everywhere in business now.
And you can't really talk about finding content online without talking about, Google.
The elephant in the room, yeah.
Exactly. The sources say Google owns more than 2/3 of the market share. Why is that number so significant beyond just being big?
Well, connecting it back, it means basically no online marketing effort can ignore Google, especially with their algorithms constantly changing.
The algorithms.
Right. Those algorithms sort through literally billions of websites to decide what you see first. That first page, that top result.
That's immense power.
It really is. They're kind of like the architects of what we find online, shaping what content even gets a chance to be seen.
So what gives them that edge, that dominance, according to the sources anyway?
The sources point to their innovation services, but also the fact that they offer almost everything for free to users.
Right, the free services.
Yeah. Search, maps, email, documents. It makes Google this sort of one-stop shop for so many online needs. It creates this sticky ecosystem. That's what really locks in their position as the top search engine. People depend on it.
Okay, so we've got content creation. We've got Google helping us find it or deciding what we find. But how do businesses really know what you want, what content, what products? It can't just be guesswork, right? That's where the data and analytics come in.
Exactly. And the key point our sources make here is it's not just about collecting data. It's about taking a holistic approach.
holistic approach. What does that mean in practice?
It means looking, beyond just the raw numbers, trying to understand the bigger picture, the context, the sort of human story behind the data points.
Can you give an example? Did the sources highlight any companies doing this really well?
Netflix is the classic example they bring up.
Ah, yes. Makes sense.
They use data for, well, pretty much everything. Deciding what shows to make, how to market them, even how to tweak the user interface.
Right.
By analyzing not just what people watch, but how, when they pause, what they rewatch, what they skip, they make incredibly informed decisions. And that personalization, driven by data, builds massive loyalty.
Okay. That's clear for a streaming service.
Yeah.
But what about a company selling, physical things, like Nike, which was also mentioned?
Nike's another great case study in the sources. They use data not just to see what's selling, but to understand why. They look at customer behavior across everything, website visits, app usage, purchases to figure out preferences. That feeds into product design, creating stuff people actually need or want, and also into delivering a really personalized shop experience.
So they know which shoes I looked at last week.
Pretty much, yeah. And their marketing campaigns use that data to feel more authentic and relevant to specific groups or even individuals.
So this holistic approach, it sounds like it's not just about boosting profits, though that's obviously a goal. There's something more to it.
Exactly right. The sources suggest a truly holistic approach means understanding the wider context, the broader impacts.
Like
Well, for instance, if you're optimizing a marketing campaign with data, you also need to think about the ethics. How are you collecting that data? Are you being transparent? How are your tactics affecting people?
Right, the ethical dimension.
Or if you're using data to design a product, maybe you also need to consider the environmental impact of making it. It's about making smarter decisions that hopefully benefit the company and society, building that trust long term.
Wow, okay. We've covered a lot. This has been a really insightful deep dive. We've seen this huge shift driven by digital, making trust and real value through content. Absolutely key.
Yeah, paramount.
We talked about Google's massive, almost foundational role in how we find information, and then how companies like Netflix and Nike are using data in this really deep, holistic way, not just for profits, but thinking bigger picture too, considering ethics and impact.
And it all underlines, I think, that in this noisy world, success isn't about being the loudest anymore. It's about listening, really understanding, providing genuine value, and doing it responsibly.
So for you listening, what does all this mean? Well, as consumers, maybe it helps to be a bit more aware of these strategies shaping your online world.
More critical. And
if you're creating things or involved in business, it's a huge reminder that those strong connections, the ones that last, are built on trust, on relevance, and maybe on thinking beyond just the next sale.
And perhaps something to chew on. In this age where data can personalize almost everything we experience online, how much is too much? Where do we draw that line between convenience and, well, privacy? It's a moving target, isn't it? And the algorithms just keep getting smarter.